So the Golden State Warriors are a team that a lot of people don't like, and I get it. You know, you don't like Kevin Durant. You think he's a cupcake. You don't like Steph Curry. You think he's a show-off. Klay Thompson, I mean, not a lot of people. Klay Thompson's cool. You don't like Draymond Green. You think that he hurts players, right? Like, I get it. But they're the Golden State Juggernauts for a reason. And Kevin Durant is taking less money for a reason. He wanted to keep that core together, and they got better. They added, Jordan Bell from Oregon, who's going to be a great guy there, who can probably give them some minutes in that stretch 4 center position, which will be nice for them. And they're what the name is, what I call them, the Golden State Juggernauts. I mean, right now, the way that Kevin Durant taking less money, unless Draymond and Klay want to break the bank, this team is going to be good for years, like maybe at least the next 5 years, and they could go on a huge run with no other team really in contention and at their level because people just want to get their money, which I understand. Yo, you are better than basketball than I will ever be in my entire life. Get your money, right? Like, get your money. But with KD taking less money, that's got to open some NBA players' eyes. Like, look what KD just did. To keep his core players with him and to get better. It's like they kept the same team, but they got better somehow. Like, it's so crazy to me that we see guys get this crazy contract and they're averaging 10 points a game. And look, I'd average like 0 points a game. I can't make in the NBA, yeah, right. I'd average maybe 0.1 points per game. Like, I can't sit here and talk crap about guys who are thousands of years ahead of me, and obviously that's theoretical, but I don't get it. I see KD's mentality, and I don't see how other players haven't realized that they're not going to be a championship contending team unless they take less. It's like that's the only way. You have to realize as a player that that's the only way that you're going to be able to build your team. Because if you are making $22 million a year and then your other mediocre player that's averaging 5 points a game is making $25 million, and then this dude's making $30 million, what room do you have for the rest of the role players around you? And you guys are technically role players on your own. And for all these superstars getting these max contracts, talking about I want to be here forever and we're going to build something great. With what cap room are they going to have to build something great? You don't have enough cap room. Because now you're making, I'm not digging out Steph. I'm just using him as a point of view. Now you're making $40 million a year. Where's the rest of the cash going to go for the rest of your team? How are you going to build someone? You're going to have you and a bunch of role players who aren't really worth anything. They're on veteran minimum contracts, and they're towards the end of their career, and they're not really going to make much, and they'll probably produce a little bit, but not much for you. Maybe give you 6 points a game, 7 points a game. With your, 30? 6 points, 7 points a game, that's around 50 points going against teams like Golden State. Not going to do much. Point blank, not going to do much. And that's really all I have to say about it. It's just I'm a Heat fan, thick and thin. I love the Miami Heat. But anyone that's going to come to me and say the Miami Heat are more prepared to win a championship over the Golden State Warriors and the Cleveland Cavaliers, what? The Cavs have the best player in the world on their team. Not to mention, the Heat are miles apart from the Golden State Warriors. Adding Kyrie, for all those that want to trade for Kyrie, you'd have to give up Goran Dragic, who, okay, you can argue that Kyrie's better than him. Whatever. Goran Dragic, Justice Winslow, who we want to see develop into a good small forward. So now your only small forward is technically Ronnie Magruder, who can do that shooting guard small forward, and James Johnson, who's a stretch 4. Then, I'll let Carl White a little bit too. Then you'd also have to most likely give up a first-round pick, which gives up the future, and or Josh Richardson or Tyler Johnson. So you're purging the team for one player, And that's all your role players going to the Cavs. For what? So you can get a foot ahead of the Milwaukee Bucks? Or like a foot ahead of the 76ers? What is that going to do for us? That's not going to do jack shit. We'll still end up losing to the Golden State Warriors. We'll still end up losing to the Cavaliers, the Celtics. It's crazy to me that people hate this Golden State team so much that they'll argue that their team is better when they're not. Hope you guys like this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys next time. And as always, peace!